Is this my flattering side? Got to get the good side, Rich.
My left ear is better than my right. My right ear is flat. So look, it's like. Anyway, we're coming live from the very tip of the country. So we'll put a little map up. It's very.
Yeah, I've took a picture.
Right at the bottom of the tip. So we do like a tip, don't we? You can see the Isle of Wight over there. You can see Portsmouth over there. Just about. It's a bit cloudy, but it's lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Container ships.
Can you see the windmills?
No.
I think I can see one. Just I don't know. My eyes are a bit dodgy. Is that one over there? Yeah. But, yeah, I think it is. Just out there, that something sticking up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I can see it. I think it's windmills. Yeah, see the windmills creating energy for the country.
Yeah, got people dogging.
Yeah, this is my favourite dogging spot. Do you want to know how many birds I've shagged in this car park? None. But it wasn't for the want of trying.
Yeah. You've got to know the code, though, haven't you? You've got to check the interior light on, and
you've got to know the right flashing code, haven't you?
Yeah, if you're dressed or not, I think part of it as well. If you've got nothing on, then they just assume that.
Yeah, well, I always want someone to help me get undressed, really. It's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Just stand there naked waiting for someone to come along.
Oh, it's Gumboff there, isn't it? I thought it was New York.
Yeah, it does look a bit like New York. That way looks a bit like New York as well when you're round the corner a bit, but that's Bognor. But
New York or Bognor?
New York or Bognor. Little New York, we call it here.
Yeah. So today we're going to chat about old times.
The old times.
The old pub life and what you used to do. What's some of the worst things. So growing up where I grew up, on the Isle of Wight estate in Cosham, we had our little gang. We had to do things, you know, to stay in the gang. We've done this thing called when you bump the cars out in the road.
Yeah.
We was doing things like that. One day we done it, and this geezer didn't put the handbrake on, so we pushed his car into these next door neighbour's car, and then knocked the door and run off. It was all things like that. So nowadays, all the kids stays in, plays Xbox, plays Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
we never had that back then.
They just pretend to nick cars now, don't they?
Yeah.
They just virtually nick cars. I don't know what's better, because like they're not learning how to hotwire a car. They're just pulling someone out and getting in it. They're carjacking.
Yeah, there's no skill base.
There's no skill. No, you don't learn anything anymore. Like we used to know which three wires to put together.
Yeah.
You know, to get the thing to go.
I was the steering lock. I was in charge of breaking the steering lock.
Was brilliant, wasn't it? You just yank the steering wheel like doosh. And they always used to go, the escorts were the easiest. You get hold of an escort steering wheel and you go bang like that, gone, won it.
So when my van got nicked, like an escort van, it was a Mark 3 or 4, and they'd done that, they broke the steering lock. I suppose it was you. Well, the police knocked the door. They said, like, your van's it was in Lee Park.
Can't find who it was. It's got toe prints on the steering wheel.
I said, can I go and get it? So I've got a spare set of keys now, so I'll go and get it. And he was like, oh, you can't drive there. I said, why's that? He said, because when they break... when you break the steering lock, the pin's loose in it. Yeah. So you could go around a bend and then it could shoot in again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck it then, leave it. Don't know what happened though. Got like about £1,000 back and got the van back for like 10 quid or something stupid like that.
Did you put another steering lock in?
Nah, just fucking. I just carried on driving it.
The thing is, when you joyride a car, when you break the steering lock, it doesn't do that, does it?
Nah.
So.
I'm not an old wives' tale, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, coppers they just don't want you to drive it, do they? It's unsafe. It's been nicked.
It's got toe prints here.
It's got toe prints all over it.
Oh, fucking hell.
I never nicked any cars over Portsmouth, so you're alright, mate.
I've never stolen a car, but I've drove stolen cars.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
No, I've never been in the... It was a motorbike, steering lock on a motorbike, so I used to do that. But they used to nick them and go to school, and then they'd come home from school and then all rush down to the park. We just hide it in the bush.
I had a friend who was famous for nicking cars with a lolly stick. He used to be able to put a lolly stick in a car lock, wiggle it about, and unlock the lock. Capris were the best ones.
Fucking hell.
He used to be able to nick them with a lolly stick. He was known for nicking cars with a lolly stick. Like just sort of tapering the lolly stick, chucking it in, giving it a wiggle, opening the door, off you, and it worked in ignition as well, because there's no immobilisers back in them days.
No.
So immobilisers ruined life.
Yeah.
Fucking ruined life.
Selfish, isn't it?
It was, wasn't it, really? It's just, you can't have any fun these days. Just have to go on Grand Theft Auto, don't you?
But then they go to the strip clubs out on there, though, don't they? That's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, I never used to go. No,
we just got the chalk pit.
I couldn't afford the strip clubs. Up the chalk pit. What happened at the chalk pit?
Up in Wimmering, it's a top Portsmouth. There's a massive chalk pit. There's built houses in there now. But that's where all the stolen cars. So on a Friday, what would happen is people go on the piss down town, and then instead of getting a taxi home, they'd feed a car, and then just drive the car up to the chalk pit, and just leave it out there.
So in
the morning,
there wasn't any strippers there. So I've got to do with a fucking strip club then. I was waiting for this juicy story about strippers in the chalk pit.
That sounds like a porno.
If anyone wants to make that particular film, just PO box me. Strippers in the chalk pit.
Oh, fucking hell. As we was kids, we got to be like 9 or 10, I suppose, and we just got the chalk pit and see what they'd left up there. Normally they'll have Mark II escorts out of there.
I love the Mark II. Good
but
old
there was nice to have this little jump halfway up, and that's where I learnt to drive. I used to just put it into second gear and just drive like that.
I feel sorry for kids now because they don't get to experience driving until they start paying for driving lessons. Whereas now they just do this on a little controller, don't they? Oh yeah, I can drive really well. Like, yeah. But they haven't experienced that breaking of the steering lock and the and the proper going through the gears and crunching someone's gears and finding reverse instead of first.
Yeah.
They don't get any of that, so they've got to pay for it, haven't they?
They were wide. Like now it's like that's first, and it's like that's second. Back then it's like bang, bang. That's first.
Right over next door, like that.
Is it a lift or was it a pull down from reverse? What are we doing? Used to be scary, you know. My Les, I mentioned you, Les. He thieved the milk float from out the hospital. At the hospital, they got the electric milk floats just going around with the laundry on, just on the button, and the steering lock would like shit on them. So when he come out of the top road, where the hospital was QA, where the top road is, he's come out of that to turn to go up the hill, and he hit the fucking curb. But there's no suspension or anything in the middle. It's just
fucking laundry everywhere.
He just hit hit the fence thing, and just went straight out against the windscreen. He got out and just left it.
I remember a milk float crashing down the end of my road once. It went down my road, through the neighbour's fence and landed in the stream. Fucking milk everywhere. It was amazing. Just heard this crash at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like a milk float crashing. How the fuck do you crash a milk float? They only do about 2 miles an hour, don't they?
Yeah, we just jump in the swimming pool at the hospital. We was always up there. Yeah, they had a private swimming pool for the staff. Like a clubhouse thing up there. So we used to jump the wall and go swimming. But we didn't realise that they built, because they knew what we were doing, so they built the wall higher. So over a weekend we didn't bother going up there. It was all through the week we didn't go up there. So on the Saturday we thought, we'll go and do it. But the wall was built on the Friday. So we said, fucking hell, we've built it higher. So we've gone to jump out, it was all still like, wet, and we fucking pulled the fucking wall down. But you had like a 6-foot wall, because it's at the back of the hospital, because where the hospital's all on the hill. So you had like a 6-foot wall, and then that was at the ground level of the swimming pool. So then they had like another wall on top of that. So you was 6 foot high, then it was like a 6-foot wall, and they built a bit on top of that. So we jumped out to get that bit. We all fell down. We got powerful fucking bricks and that. But the security guard used to come running down and then tell us, like, right, that's it, you're all going to get fucking done for this, and we're going to call the police and that. And we should stay in the pool. So, what are you going to do, mate?
Hang on, mate.
What are you going to do? And he's had the police on their way, and even the copper turned up, because it was like PC Don and someone else we knew. That's just a chance to get out. You know, fuck off home.
Get out and take that bit of wool with you.
That's when you had like police everywhere then. Like, only like, on the beat, as they say.
All villages used to have a village copper, didn't they? Like, and little towns and that. But now, if you phone up about a crime, this is what I don't get. Why there's not much more crime now than there was when we were kids?
Yeah.
Because like now you can phone up. Oh yeah, my car's been. Yeah. We're booking an appointment for you next Tuesday, sir. Like fuck. Like.
Yeah.
I had a car broken into. It was like a week before they came to take fingerprints. They went to take the fingerprints. So, oh no, it's been damp. We can't take fingerprints. I said, well, you should have fucking come out the day they got blocked. Like, it's a joke, isn't it? But there's hardly any crime now compared to then.
Yeah.
But
the coppers give you a dig in it then, wouldn't they?
Yeah, coppers would give you a clip round the ear roll and you wouldn't do it again. Well, you would, but you just wouldn't get caught.
But I think it's like a respect thing now, isn't it? If you,
yeah.
Back then you was a little bit fearful.
I think kids had a lot more respect for coppers and adults and everything then, because they knew they would get a little clip round the ear roll. Like if you went in someone's garden hedge hopping, we used to love hedge hopping, like from one garden to the other. If you got caught, they'd give you a slap round the head or something, you know. But now they go, oh, I'm going to phone the police, and you go, well, you know, wait a fucking week then, mate. Good luck to you.
Or you get your photograph put on a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Community.
That was my problem when I was a kid, right? Even if I was in, like, being good, which was occasionally, there'd be some little shit running around with their arms in the sleeves, doing naughty things, and there'd be a knock on the door. Oh, we've just seen Richard put a porno mag through someone's letterbox, right? These old people's letterbox. And my mum would be like, well, he's been sat here for the last... But they used to do that, little fuckers. Used to run around with their hands in their sleeves, like, running away from the scene of the crime. And I always thought it was me.
Oh, do you next time? I'll do it and run off without paying.
yeah, put your hands in your sleeves next time. I think it's me. There's funny forts out there as well, aren't they? Yeah, the round forts.
Yeah, I've been on one of them. Don't know what one it was.
I'd like to buy one.
It was for sale, wasn't it?
Yeah, but like fucking 3 million quid or something.
So
anyway, GoFundMe, I'll go and buy one.
Yeah, put a link in the description.
Yeah, link in the description where buy a fort, or you can all come for a big party. Right, a big no mask party. We weren't worry about fucking masks and shit.
Yeah.
Our own country, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have our own rules.
Yeah.
Do what we like. Parties. Remember the party days, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
What did you used to get up to at parties?
Let's get mullered.
And pubs.
Yeah.
No one seems to go to pubs anymore, either, do they?
Nah. Public's gone now. I was chatting to my mate George about this.
Yeah.
Just go out in a pub, sit in the corner with your packet of crisps and a bottle of Coke or...
Yeah, I always grew up in the pub. Mum worked in the pub, Dad drunk in the pub. So basically she earned the money and he spent the money. It was in the same fucking... Like, the economy was just like that. You know, like, it's brilliant. Because it was just spending it and earning it at the same time.
But it was just always funny. Always everyone laughing, taking the piss. I think that's where you got a sense of humour from.
Yeah.
Just generally like roasted whoever come out and just took the piss out of them.
But you could then, couldn't you? Like one of my favourites was Ali G, right? Because he would use like terms like spasticated and stuff like that. And I loved all that, but you can't say any of that.
Nah.
You can't say like what else was you say? Batty Boy, wasn't it? And Bellend and stuff like that. I loved all that stuff, like Ali G and that.
Yeah, I think comedy-wise stuff should be left alone. You should have a certain place where that can be.
It should be zero. Just zero fucking limits.
Just having a laugh at it. I understand that, you know, in the workplace when you're taking a piss out of someone, that might not be ideal. But,
yeah. You know, people got to have a sense.
But if you're going to a show, you know, if you're going to a show where you want to be want to have a good laugh, and you don't mind being offended.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you've gone to that show, you got to be like up for being offended, haven't you? Like you got to be ready for anything that comes. I think. And the same as watching our podcast, you got to be ready for anything because like you never know what's going to come up.
Yeah.
So
that Americans that they do that roast thing, don't they? They do that roast where they take the piss out. Even Trump was on it, wasn't he? they proper did rip into each other. And they're all like top comedians and actors, and I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
and you got to be able to have a laugh.
Of course you have. That is the problem. Like even in the workplace, I think there's a difference between bullying and having a bit of banter.
Yeah.
That's the thing people can't. Kids especially now, they can't decipher from the bullying and the banter. They just haven't got that way about them, have they? That we so it just comes naturally to us.
Yeah.
But they just, oh no, you're being a bully because you said that, and like, it's just a bit of fun. But
well, I always apologise, and if I offend someone, I always say that I'm sorry about that. Not whether you meant it or not.
Yeah, well, it's just
whether you mean
gives them peace of mind, doesn't it?
Yeah. But don't like go out to upset people.
No, you're not trying to upset or bully anyone. It's just the fact that finding differences funny is what makes us different, and what gives us a laugh, doesn't it?
So, like growing up with my family, like my mum and dad and my brother, you're constantly looking without. Like, everything was to find a pun. Everything was to find a joke. And once someone started on something, you'd take the piss out of. Like you'd be sitting in a situation and been something happening there, and then someone would say something, then someone else would say something, and then we'd all sit there pissing ourselves laughing, making up scenarios on something we just observed. And it was like trumps that you all tried to say something funnier. And that's it with Carla's dad. We'd do that, and it hurts him, and he tells me to fuck off. He says, "Nothing, Dan, get out." He said, "I can't." And then he has to leave the room.
Oh, someone got stuck. I like rescuing him. He can fuck off.
He's making it worse.
Tosser. Fucking coming wheel spinning as it was. Got too much power in his right foot, and he. Buy yourself a 4x4, mate. Proper car.
If you 12-point turns, I got boxed in early, didn't you?
Yeah, some bastard boxed me in. Had to do a 15-point turn, 12-point turn. And what did you do? Instead of standing there going back a bit.
No,
you fucking sat there half asleep.
No, I didn't want to offend you. I didn't want to offend your driving skills. And when you're sitting in there thinking, I can drive a car, I can get you this, I don't need you to back me.
Oh, that moment I boxed in and just about to smash someone's car up.
Yeah, I've done it in 2 turns. Bang.
Yeah.
Bang on the way out. That'll do. See you later.
If I'd had the tow bar fitted, I would have.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have gone back until the tow bar hit, and then just back a little more, push the car back, and then off you go. And then half the time with the tow bar, you end up with their bumper on the back of your car. So you're going along and what's that fucking noise? Oh, there's someone's bumper on the back. But I haven't fitted my tow bar yet, so I've got to...
Did you ever hear this story I said about the bloke who used to fuck off home early from work? And they tied his fucking bumper to a lamppost. Ever take that? But he kept fucking off home early. And he had, I thought it was like a marina or something like that, yeah, but it was one of them, like the bumpers these days, like plastic things, didn't they? But he had a metal one.
Oh.
And they've tied it to the fucking lamppost so it would rip his thing off or it'd stop the car from going.
Fuck.
But he disappeared around about 2:30, so everyone was told on site that this is happening. So he was all up in the houses looking down. It's like an L shape. I was looking down at him. You can see him have a little look about, and then like you can see him like creep to his car, got in, put his thing and stuff out. As he drove off, instead of like ripping the thing off, he took the lamppost down and cut his fucking car in half, bent his roof.
Oh my god!
we was all like laughing, like, oh, it's gonna happen. Then we started laughing, and then it went bang, and we all went, oh fuck!
Fuck, we killed him.
And then we all fucking all ducked down, but we could see the people in the other house. Yeah, it says respect his fucking car up.
Yeah, because the thing is, that back in those days, you used to be able to bolt your tow ball to your bumper, because that's how strong your bumpers were. So yeah, but now you just rip the back of your car off, isn't it?
Fucking fun.
Bloody hell, that's a good one.
I used to love that on site. When I first started with my dad, I was about 8 or 9. I was going to work weekends with my dad. And on Saturday on site, you'd have all the people turning up, thieving on the stuff, timber, fucking bricks, the lot. You know what I mean? At that age, I didn't really understand what was going on. I thought, oh, this geezer's just, you know, that's what Dad said. It's like B&Q Depot on, on a Saturday morning on a building site.
All the workmen have turned up, there's nothing to fucking do. No materials.
Yeah, but it's just, but Dad who used to go in just to do a little bit while we're just like painting these skirting boards and then load up, because we built an extension and we like Braintree Road, that was all feed from site. So they just take what they needed. But the banter and that, the like taking the piss and doing pranks on each other. Fucking brilliant.
I think that's why people like the ball builders, isn't it? Because they do stuff like that.
Yeah. Like painting, when you're painting a skirting board in someone's house and then you reach over and paint everyone's bottom of his foot. So when they get outside, they walk and paint over their fucking carpet.
Nice.
Loads of things like that. But when we're, Jace, his name was, he had black ebony paint. He was painting a facial soffit on the side of a house. And he's up on a ladder. Instead of like getting down the ladder and moving it across, they bounce it a little bit just so you can get a wider thing. He bounced it, and then he went off the side of the house. But when he went down, the black paint went all down the side of the brickwork, and then all on the slabs. And he fucking got out, he got out, looked round, sealed the mess in that, and then laid back down again. So when Dave and Tony come round and said, "Fucking hell, Miss Jazz, you alright, you alright?" And he was like, "Yeah, I ain't too bad, but look at what I've done." He said, "Oh, don't worry about that, we'll get that fixed." He rolled the company van. He fucking blundered, phoned him up and said, "Dave, I've had an accident with the van." "What's out of it?" "Oh, you have to come and help me, I drove down, they'd done at Porter Street, he'd rolled the van was on its fucking roof. So all they'd done was...
Full of paint?
Yeah, they just rolled the van back over the other side and then drove off in there.
Fucking hell. Yeah, my mate had a car accident, he was a painter and decorator, he used to do Harrods, you know Harrods?
Yeah.
He used to do that, and he had a car crash in a Volvo. And then all these tins of paint and the fucking paint went everywhere, like decorated the whole car. Out the windows, everything.
Fucking hell.
Mad.
So I was high as kids. My dad didn't have it in, we had like vans or whatever he had, but it'd always be in a car, you know, estate cars. So all the fumes of the fucking paint and all that.
God.
Go to school like, fucking hell. That.
Oh, as a kite. Have you ever hallucinated on anything like that?
Tipex thinners. I told you about the other day when I was at school, we used to get Tipex thinners and squirt it on your sleeve and breathe it through the cloth.
I remember someone gave me some mushrooms once. That fucking like, that was some weird shit.
Yeah,
Just like, oh, try this, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a go, you know, fucking. Just because you're young and naive.
Yeah. And
then you start seeing all these weird things, like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, like all these weird things coming out. But I the first time I ever tried a cosmic coffee, which was just pot in a coffee.
All right.
I hallucinated on that. Like the first.
Fucking hell.
I sat there like the mate's gone, "Oh, do you want to try a spit?" Oh, go on then, you know. Like fucking,
yeah.
I was about 17, I suppose. And it was the weirdest feeling. I had like a feeling of air coming up from my insides and into my throat. Like it was fucking weird, and I just felt really odd. And then all these posters were like they had posters of aliens and shit, and they were all like coming. I was like, fucking hell.
All coming alive.
All coming alive. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, it put me off a bit, that did.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever took anything like hallucinogenic, like anything that's.
Yeah.
So the weed just gives me the giggles. I get belly cramps from laughing.
Yeah.
Does me right in, I do. And I was a bit of speed. Took some speed in the day. That's just so last long for going on the piss.
Stamina, isn't it? That's all it does. I liked it for stamina. It was good for stamina, but nothing else is ever. I'm one of these people that I can't have an opinion on something until I've actually tried it.
Yeah.
That's why I can't tell you about what it's like to have a threesome, because I haven't had one yet. I can imagine it's fucking brilliant. Yeah. But I can't.
Not of another geezer though.
No, not another geezer. No. Was it? I like toffee and I like apples. I like toffee apples. But yeah, but I like to experience things before I can say for sure, whether it's
Yeah.
good or bad. And I've just, everything I've tried has been pretty shit, and I've never had an addictive nature, luckily.
Yeah.
So drink, I've never been like, obviously I've been paralytic quite a few times, but I've never thought, oh, I must do that all the time. Whereas some people,
Yeah.
like, they have a few drinks and they're like, oh, I really like this, so I've got to keep doing it. But it doesn't matter what mood I'm in. If I'm happy, I'm sad, or whatever, I don't turn to drink or anything else. And that's lucky that I've got that, because some people wouldn't they? Like,
Yeah.
and I've never thought of drinking when I'm feeling pissed off or depressed.
Nah.
It's
No.
like, but a lot of people just turn straight to it, don't they? My dad was a drinker. He loved to drink, but I've never, luckily. But I don't know if it's because he was a drinker that I'm the opposite.
Yeah, it could be.
But, you know, because I saw, you know, I hate piss people. Like,
Yeah, I understand
they
that.
just irritate the fuck out of me. Piss people do.
It is fucking. It's like when you go to the pub and they've all been out for a few hours.
Yeah.
When you walk in sober and then they're all, oh, fucking hell.
I know.
Shut your shit up. You got to get pissed with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm one of the worst drunks, because I'm a bit of a dickhead when I'm drunk. So I don't like not being in control of myself.
Yeah.
That's basically, I'm unfiltered as normal. When I'm drinking, I'm like double unfiltered. So like, just say anything to anyone without even fucking thinking about it. You don't stand a chance when you're pissed.
Nah.
But luckily, I've never really been one for going for, you know, something more and more and more. Like, I don't know if I could say it on here. Like Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? Yeah. Right. Well, I've tried that a few times. It's just shit. Like, it makes me do that. Like my tongue's numb. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's never done.
I can't feel my tongue. Like,
So I thought that speed does more. I felt more doing that than I do Coca-Cola.
That's a much better thing. I'm not by any stretch or other. I'm not endorsing anything, kids. Right? And this is not a kids video, but I'm not saying you should try any of this. I'm just saying from experience.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I didn't. And so my cousin was bang on it, and he's even like taking it at work just to get through his day. He got mad with it. And I didn't see what it was doing.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
It honestly, it just like, and it's much more expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Oh, you had like fucking £100 a day of it.
Yeah. But I just did not see the thrill of it at all.
No.
There's much more thrilling things to do. But we're high on life, Dan. So we're kind of people that can laugh and joke without needing anything. But other people need drink or drugs or whatever to have that high that we've got anyway.
Yeah.
So that's where we're fortunate, because we're high on life, aren't we? We just live constantly like laughing and having a bit of fun.
Yeah, I don't worry about it too much.
And I think that's the key, isn't it? Is not to worry.
Fucking stress. Can't change what's going to happen to you. Can you?
No, because the thing is, people always get stressed about stuff and worry about stuff. And I used to be like that. I used to worry all the time. But if all you do is you make yourself mentally unwell, don't you? And you make yourself tired and like fucked, basically.
Yeah, it drains you.
So the best thing to do is just not worry about it, because like you could be worrying about something that might not ever happen. You know, it might not ever happen, or if it does happen, then you deal with it at the time.
Yeah.
But there's no point fucking worrying and panicking about things like for days and weeks on end, and it's just there in your mind all the time. You can't sleep and you can't eat and everything. I've never had a problem with eating, actually.
No, I've done alright with that.
No,
I've coped.
I think I'm like, if I am ever stressed about anything, I do eat more. Like, that's why I've got a bit of fucking belly on me, because I do like a bit of stress eating. Yeah,
mine was depressed. I used to being depressed. That was, and the comfort in food.
Yeah.
Food was like making me happy, you know. So I had a good 4-year binge.
What was causing your depression? Do you know, or?
Don't know. Just life that was out of my control. Can't say what it is, but it was out of my control. And there was nothing I could fucking do about it.
But do you think you would handle that differently now than what you did then? Because you've been there and you know that it didn't help by
Yeah, but
worrying about
I think it was a combination of giving up painting and decorating.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was an active job. Working from home, so I weren't active. Situations happened that got me pissed off, got me down. But then it just become. I think I was like 28 stone. I said 2016, I think. Yeah, I was 28 stone on holiday then, and then said it last year, just before, I hit 40. But it just become this. Like, food was just on my mind constantly, and I loved it.
But it's because it takes your mind off other things.
Yeah, but then not moving, not doing.
Yeah.
I was like, walked from my car, and obviously I got to a stage where I just couldn't fucking walk.
But you still drive to get shopping and stuff then?
Yeah, so so you know, it's my house. My car's by my front door.
Yeah.
So I got into my car, and I'll go to bed, or I'll get the kids to run in and grab the bits and pieces I needed, or have online delivery. Well, obviously I've done the school run every day, so I moved every day. But just to my car, and then drove. Do you know what I mean? But it's the same. A lot of it's like, it wasn't like, I knew it was killing me. And I knew it's just like smoking, isn't it? You know, it's like smoking's going to kill you. It's not good for you, but you still do it. Just for smoking, you can't fucking see it, can you? You can't see. If I sat here and then you was a smoker, smoking 60 a day, you'd look at me and say you need to sort your life out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just. Obviously a pisshead, I mean, or a druggie.
That's it.
It's just the way it's different.
They're more invisible than obesity, aren't they?
But I had everything. I say that there wasn't things in my life that I didn't have to live for. Just food won. Just food won every decision there was.
And the more you gain weight, I suppose, the more depressed you were you?
Yeah, I weren't so much. It was not going to school plays and bits and pieces like that. I couldn't get to things like that. I didn't want to be seen. So you do get them bits where you're like, fucking hell, have you let yourself get to that? Why weren't 28 stone enough?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why weren't that enough? Because when you sit out of it and you look at, like, why weren't 28, because you can sit back and look at that. When you're in it every day and you're doing it every day and you're feeding. Yeah. And people said, oh, it's like, because you, like, was it the alcohol and beer, and it weren't. It was only in lockdown I started drinking. When we get that.
So what was your do you have a defining moment that happened that made you get out of it, snap out of it, and
I've always tried to. So every year, at least twice, I would join Summerworld. And then what was happening was I'd go to the Summerworld group, same with anything, Richie, and say, right, I want to start doing this, and whatever task or project you start out to do, your first couple of weeks you're fucking banging it, because no matter what you're doing, you want to achieve it. So everyone, like, you have that mentality of eating less, so you got to go on Slimming World, and obviously if you eat a lot less and your portions are small, eat the way they tell you to eat, it's good, it works. So I'd do that for about 3 weeks. And then I'd start fancying me other food, because about week 3 you're like, fucking hell, like, I really miss like, chocolate, I really miss crisp, I really miss. So I was allowed to have about 30 sins, so I'd have like a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of thing, but kept within me sins. But then my appetite got bigger, so you can have this thing called on similar. So if you got a plate, 1/3 of it's like your veg, 1/3 of it's like your meat, another third of it's potatoes and rice and pasta. So as long as you have it like that, that's all free food, unless you're adding sauces and stuff, but the actual bulk of it. So I was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger with that. But obviously now I know that my calories, like a plate that big, could be about 600 calories. The plates I was having were nearly 2,000. So I'm having like 3 plates of that a day. So I'm having nearly 6,000 calories. And then going on the 4th week to Slimming World, and you've gained a pound. You're like, fucking have I gained? I've stuck to it. I've had my sins. You speak to the consultant, and then she go, give me a food diary. So then you'd write your food diary would be, I've had chicken, I had rice, I had so-and-so, because you don't weigh and measure, and it was just, oh right, okay. you've had this, had that. There's free foods. That's all right. That's all right. So the things like your cheese and bits and pieces and your milk, your measures and that. But there's free food, and that's what it was. It was. So on the 5th week, go on, you've gained 2, and then I was just dead embarrassed. I weighed myself and fuck off home. Then I won't go back. So if I ain't sitting there, everyone fucking quizzing me that what you're doing something wrong. I think, well, I'm not. It was just a volume of food that
Just
was
more, yeah.
that had gone up. And then you go home and you think, why can't I lose weight? I'm sticking, and it just makes you feel like fucking shit. But so now I understand about like calorie count and bits and pieces like that. Moving more, understanding more.
I think there's a lack of education with slimming,
Yeah.
isn't there?
But I didn't know, obviously, until I started with Dan Wheeler, about you could work out how many calories your body would need. Like, I didn't understand any of that. Like, I don't class myself as a thick person.
You know, you think something like Slimming World would that would be the first thing to teach people, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you're 25 stone, you need such and such to sustain your body.
But what Slimming World
you know.
say is that you don't have to calorie count. That's the beauty of it. Is you don't calorie count.
But then you could be having a massive plate with the 3 things on it.
Yeah, and then you think it's free food.
And it's more than you need.
Yeah. And then they put that back onto you, because this is like the arguments I was having. They say it's your fault. Like, well, obviously not that big. And then they say you eat until you're satisfied. But I was never satisfied. We just had breakfast, and I could eat some more food now. I never feel like.
You never feel full, do you?
Nah. The only time I feel full is if I'm eating something with pasta. But even still, an hour later, I could still eat some food.
I suppose. Try a can of expanding foam.
I'll get the fucking jaw wired up.
They used to do that, didn't they?
Yeah. It's a thing now.
They still do that.
Yeah, just last night it's just rose enough. Well, I've got that thing on my back on my hip. I've got pain in the lower back on my hip, and we've been putting deep heating on it and massaging it, and it has got a bit better. So last night, Kirsty got something wrong with her spine. She got this I forgot what it's called, but there's something wrong with it. So she come in and she said to Carla, "Can I have one of them heat pads?" And I said, "Yeah, they're down by my bed." So she went and got one, walked out and went, "You got heat pads?" She went, "Yeah." I said, "So I've been having this." She said, "Oh, I'll go and get you one." So she got me one, right? Or put my hands against the wall. She pressed around where it is. It's got a hole in the front of it, right? And I said, "What's the hole for?" She said, "It's where your belly button goes." I said, "Well, what do you want your belly button for?" She said, "It's for like period, like tummy pains, like for women."
Why do you need access to your belly button?
No, but it's just obviously it's like a clear film that sticks on you, right? I've gone, all right, and so she put it on my back, and then I said, right, I said, what's it? Must react and get hot. So I put my water bottle back down, sat down. I said, "Where's the thing to it? Let me get it." So she got it. I was reading it, and I said, "It's all fucking foreign, Car. It's all fucking foreign." So she's gone onto the website and then found the English thing of it, and then she started laughing. Right? I said, "Nah, what you put on me? Why is this stuff?" It's like, I panicked and ripped it straight off. These things, they're for diets, right? They're, you stick them on your tummy and it releases like caffeine and some other fucking nutrient. You got to leave it on for 8 hours at a time, and it naturally helps you lose weight.
Yeah.
Kirsty was in her room with the thing on her back. Carla went into her. I said, "Can't ask her if she feels better." She's like, yeah, it feels alright.
She's lost 5 stone.
Yeah, there was this fucking. I was rolled out. I said, "Carl, what the fuck?" I said, "Who gave you that?" She said, "I don't know. Could have been anything."
Get some more, you can put them everywhere.
Yeah, you got all these toxins and all this stuff. What a load of bollocks in it. But they're like 35 quid a thing. These.
Thing is, I think a lot of it's in the mind, isn't it? You know, people think, "Oh, I'll take this pill. It's probably only a Tic Tac. I'm going to lose weight."
fucking Stackers, mush. That's like taking speed, that is. You've heard of Stackers?
Stackers, no? What's that?
Or the health beauty shops, you get Stackers, right? And the appetite suppressors.
Oh.
And you're supposed to like take one in the morning. But when this bird I was with, she bought and she was having them, and she lost a bit of weight with it. So fuck, just let's have a look, go then. I dropped, it was like 20 minutes went past. I went, fuck, that feels like speed. It feels like adrenaline rush. I said, no, this ain't fucking right. I should be able to buy these over the counter. But that's what it's like.
Vodka and Red Bull, that's like.
Just put your like. It's suppress your appetite, but you can't fucking live on a pill, can you?
No, it's not good. I don't like pills. Like, it takes. I have to have a really nasty headache to take a pill.
Yeah.
Like if I ever ask for a tablet, you know I'm in pain. Yeah, so I don't. Not for many things. Just don't. I just like nature. I think let nature take its course. You've got a headache for a reason. Why have you got a headache? Is it because you're thirsty? Is it because you got a bug or what?
Tension and stress.
Or tension and stress or whatever, yeah. But some people just bang pills, don't they?
Yeah, I don't like going to the doctors. Full of fucking bad news every time I go to them.
I know.
It was Dr. Fatt Dann from Lee Park. So I never went to the doctors at all for anything. Didn't bother. We moved to Lee Park, and then we had to get a new doctor. And Mum said, "Oh, you got to go just to get your annual fucking visit." Going in, he gave me an injection for hay fever, like a yearly hay fever thing. He gave me that. Oh, what was the other injection? Betty said, "Have you had this one?" No. Bang. He said, "Well, Steve, I'm getting injected." I was like, "I've only come in for an annual fucking thing." He said, "Do you smoke?" I was like, "No." He said, "Do you smoke?" I said, "No, I don't smoke, mate." Oh, right. Well, you need to cut back on so and so. Your diet's really shit. I think I was like 21 stone then.
Fucking hell.
I was like, "Fuck, where do you see me now?" You're like, "Fucking told you, didn't I?" But yeah, he just started giving me all this. Have you took this pill? I thought, like, I didn't come in for any of this.
No.
Just
ka-ching, mate, ka-ching. Yeah. Oh, another 15 quid.
And my dad used to say he's on fucking price, that's why.
Yeah. That's when you get doctors from dinghies. You started again. I can't see any today though. That's quite good.
Yeah.
That's in the.
It's a long old way though, isn't it? When you see that on the map, it don't look that bad, do it? Is it 22 miles, isn't it, to France?
Yeah, I think it's 7 miles to there, isn't it, to the Isle of Wight?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a long way.
So there must be a part where you get and you can't see land either side. Would that be true or not? Or would you still be able to see?
Yeah, there is. It's not far, it's not long though, because when I've been to France from Dover to Calais, yeah, there's a little bit of time when you can't see any, but it's not that long.
Especially when it's a little bit overcast, you can see.
There's the White Cliffs of Dover you can see for fucking long way away.
Yeah.
They probably set off, and like as soon as they set off, they can pretty much see the White Cliffs. They just see the pound signs on the fucking cliffs, don't they? They just follow the French Navy ship, but it just leads them straight to the fucking White Cliffs of Dover.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they do. I don't know if any ever do drift over this way anywhere. I've never seen one.
But imagine it turning up on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, fuck this, we're off. Have you been to Isle of Wight much?
I worked over there for like 18 months. On a ferry every day.
Quite like the Isle of Wight.
I thought was it Black Gang Chine or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I quite like the Isle of Wight. Used to go there every summer holidays. We did, because we never had like expensive holidays or anything as a kid. We just got on my dad's boat and went over to the Isle of Wight for Cowes Week. So like one year we were going past the Royal Yacht Britannia, and my dad's got like a bottle of prosecco and fucking shot the cork over the Britannia, And I was sat there with like posh cups and saucers drinking prosecco out of. And then, but we'd always go over there, and we'd moor up at the pub.
Yeah.
Like what was it called? It was in Whippingham. Can't remember the name of the pub. It was like right in the middle of the River Medina, so we'd always like be there, and then it'd just be fucking boring because my dad would be in the pub all day.
Yeah.
And we used to take our bikes and we used to ride all around the Isle of Wight, so it was quite nice, but it's fucking hilly. Cycling, really hilly. But we always used to break down as well. My dad used to be like, we'd be there an extra 2 weeks because my dad would be waiting for bits to fix the engine. Fucking hell. But it was an adventure. Whereas kids just went off for a week with their family like somewhere, we were over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we probably had a better time.
Yeah. My holidays was always bunking into Butlins.
Yeah.
I'd never seen the gates of Butlins, but I was always in the back of a Ford Cortina. Get down, don't talk.
Which Butlins did you go to, Bognor?
We used to go to Pontins. We did go to Bognor.
Did you go to? I wonder if you went to Pontins here, because there was a Pontins just down the corner here.
Was there?
Yeah, there was the one you built on.
Well, there was one. I never went to the Isle of Wight for one. It's my birthday. We went to one for that. But it was minor Butlins. We used to go to that one a lot. We did go to Bognor. I think it was Ray Reardon, the snooker player. One of those like Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him and Steve Davis. We met them there. So I love that. He's all snooker tables that's on the top level. I don't know what it's like now.
No, they've got big pool tables now, but not snooker tables or anything.
It's mad when you take your key, you get your table tennis or snooker. That's before even the go-karts turned out, that was.
Yeah.
Go on the fair all day.
I think that was the original Butlins, though, Bognor, wasn't it? And then they branched out to others after that. Billy Butlin.
Yeah, the Butlins has changed, isn't it? It's cheaper to go abroad, isn't it? It's for a weekend, it was like 500 quid for a weekend.
500 and something quid to stay in the hotel for three of us, and that was like probably 10 years ago. Yeah, mad.
Then you expect the entertainment to be out of this world, and it's all.
I think
like C-list.
Bun Leisure entertainment's better than Butlins, I think.
I like the Haven holidays.
Yeah.
They're my favourite. I'd rather go to Haven holidays than go abroad.
Yeah, I like Haven, but I think Bun Leisure is out of all the Havens and the Sun holidays, Bun Leisure was the best, and yet it's on our doorstep.
Yeah.
So, because the entertainment was the best,
the
kids club's the best. Havens are all right, but they're hit and miss. Sometimes it can be shit.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot for the kids shows and that. They do have a few characters walking around, but Butlins is definitely best for the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I just hate the hassle going abroad, because you got all that fucking shit to sort out, all the flights and that. I can drive 10 minutes down the road and go to a nice holiday place with a nice beach. Pretty much.
Yeah, we went to Newquay in Wales. It was about 2 years ago now, before lockdown. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I didn't know they had Newquay in Wales. I know they got one in Cornwall, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was fucking brilliant. So I booked to go to that Trecho Bay in Wales in July.
I like Wales.
Oh, you lost it.
Lost his right. I ain't towing him out.
So with all this global warming, hopefully in the next 5 years we won't have to go abroad to get the tan anyway.
I think what they keep saying is basically Selsey will be lost to the sea, right? So the beach will be outside my front door. Like Selsey will be gone. And literally, the beach will be opening my fucking door. Hey, fucking Selsey's gone, but I've got the beach here now. Fucking property prices will go up.
Yeah. Sea views.
Lovely sea views. Well, Selsey used to be. You see out there where those white tips are.
Yeah.
I think that's where the original town used to be, but it's all underwater now. Because I think the cathedral come from down this way somewhere, and they moved it. Yeah, it's a cathedral.
Yeah.
I think it was down here somewhere. But there's a thing called down there called the mixing hole. It's a massive great dip.
Well, I was going to say that because you can see there's
It's a mixing hole and it's like a mile deep. So when you go over there on a canoe, it feels really weird. Like you go out there, and then you'll go over this sort of deep bit, and it feels really different than the rest of it because it's a mile deep. Like the rest of it's quite shallow. It's very, very odd, and there's like a spit that goes all the way out. That where those white tips are, is like a bit you can walk out on in which goes out to where the old town was. But I think it's like a mile off of here, the old town.
Oh, I'll have a little look.
It's a long way off,
Google Maps, you'll be able to see that.
So that all got lost to the sea a long, long time ago, when the first lot of global warming came round.
Wow.
They're old bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, they're old bollocks, a lot of it. Sunny Selsey isn't quite so sunny at the moment.
That's all right.
I don't know. Do you have any more questions this week?
No. I think that's it, no.
No more questions.
Well,
Boring cunts. If you want podcasts, guys, ask questions because we don't, like.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
Dan doesn't know what to write the script about. You can tell we're reading from a script. It's always obvious that we're reading from a script.
Yeah.
Because that's so snowflakey.
I think our next one, we'll do a little one on Friday, but we'll talk about TikTok people who we follow.
Yes, TikTok people.
We'll do that on Friday after the gym.
TikTokers. Who's your favourites? Hey?
Here's our favourites, and who can't we fucking stand?
Who can't we stand? Yeah. Bloody hell, must be a long list because you got a lot of people on yours that I don't really like.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's not that I don't like them. It's that I don't like the content.
Gets on your nerves.
They get on my tits. Good morning, beautiful people! I won't mention any names.
Nah.
Until Friday.
Yeah, we'll do it on Friday. Right, people, we'll catch you later. That's nearly an hour long, isn't it?
Is it nearly?
Yeah, 54 minutes.
Off. Bloody hell. I didn't think it was that long.
Proper little podcast.
Lots of little bits to cut out, I think. Like lots of bits where we're just staring out to the sea.
Yeah.
Like in awe of its magnificence, whatever that says. Magnificence.
Oh yeah, we'll catch you later.
See you later, guys.